Hi guys, it's Sonelias and welcome back to Hearts of Iron number 4. Let's load the end of the last save game which we were playing. Alright, game is loaded. Let's have a quick look at where we actually left off. So if we look at actually the Southeast Asia section here, you should see that we basically have gained control of here Singapore. Yeah, so Singapore is entirely in our hands at the moment. We basically sent armies over from Sumatra into Singapore and we took possession of Singapore. So that's nice to see. So unlike what we had here, where this is actually a Dutch East Indies, this has actually become the Leo Belgicus. So yeah, it's basically in my own control. They have given actually orders for the defensive forces from the Dutch East Indies to actually defend that territory, so that's good. But we do see that there's a fair number of factories here. It looks like they actually need repairs, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, we'll have a look at that in a minute. I have actually issued orders for an invasion here of southern Indochina. Is that present day Vietnam, or is that yeah, I think it's Vietnam, or it could be Cambodia. I'm not quite sure, but anyways, the orders are there. We just need to basically make sure we actually have enough control of the seas here to be able to do something with that. Now, one of the things I need to do for that purpose, I actually need to have some Air Force units here. So I'm actually going to place these here, as you see me doing now. I'm going to set them to do aerial superiority. I'm going to do that over the South China Sea. I can do the same probably over here. Let's put a few more of those in here. Let's again go for the South China Sea. Perfect. From here I can probably do the same again if I basically place yet another one here. And this new one. Alright, let's first get that placed. Anyways, what happened in Europe? In Europe we basically saw... Sorry, let me just decelerate. Interesting. Tanatuva has been annexed, which is, if I'm not mistaken, over here somewhere. Okay. Anyways, we are still fighting here in with Russia. As you can see, I'm basically having a bit more luck over here. My manpower is suffering though with all of this fighting here. We have actually suffered quite a bit. But I do have some new units that are currently unassigned, and they are actually already here in position. Let's move them up a little bit. So these units here, they should be... Yeah, it's only those three. So I'll basically make them part of the army that's currently operating here. I think at the moment I've got Marines operating there, and I think they're actually currently helping in that attack here, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, but they're actually on the reserves. So they're not the main forces, as you can see at the moment. Which, okay, is fine. It's not a big problem. Let's send these guys in as well. Lots of support for that attack there. I don't think that attack will be really that successful, but it keeps the forces occupied, and that's quite useful, keeping the enemy forces occupied. Now, I would love to be able to basically surround that little enclave there and make it part of the bigger picture there. Alright, these guys here. I thought I assigned them to this general here. Can I? No. Wait, hold on. No. Hold on. These guys here. Let's just assign this first. How do I do that? Yep. They were auto-assigned, it looks like, which was not my intention. I want to keep them here on this side here. So yeah, we're going to keep these guys here for now at least, and then we're going to see how things go. But we do have insufficient resource, it says. The fall of... Really? Japanese forces have stormed and taken Honolulu. Interesting. That is interesting. Okay, so let's actually have a look. Where are we getting our oil from? We're supposed to be getting it from the Dutch East Indies. And that seems to be intercepted in part. Okay, so where else could we potentially get them from? Venezuela is a good trade partner, it looks like. Let's get one extra batch from Venezuela. Yeah, so we basically got the ships transports operating on that route. So that basically that shortage should be alleviated. High level of resistance in, yes, Switzerland. Okay. Let's have a look at the resistance map. Yeah, there is resistance, but I don't think it's that high. Well, actually, it's 16 point something %. Whereas the resistance here has dropped. So let's have a look again. So we got resistance here now. Let's pause the game for a second. So this army here. Sorry, is that this one? Yep. Alright, let's do that again. So, I don't have that region set, that's why. Okay, so the resistance map was basically showing those regions here. This has got high resistance as well. That's okay. Free France owns that. Really? Oh, the Germans own it. Interesting. Didn't expect resistance to get to be so high there, but okay, let's add that to the list of regions to defend, or basically help lower the actual resistance in there. Alright, clock is running again. Let's have a look. So we're basically pushing through here. How are we doing in the Southeast Asia region? Now I'd love to be able to execute these orders. The Gulf of Thailand though is part of the issue at the moment. So have I got ships over here? Strait of Malaga. Alright, let's add that to the list of regions to patrol. Hold on, how many of these regions am I patrolling at the moment? This gets to be a little bit confusing. Ah, so it's these, is it 3 regions? No, 2 regions. Okay. Cool. So as you can see, troops are moving over. Just because I started patrolling that region, troops have now got a chance to start moving over. I'm just hoping that they will not be intercepted, but just keep the fingers crossed for now. Army Group 1, 2 combats, okay. Alright, let's see those troops land. Make landfall. Yes. Alright, let's take some more of these troops here. Send them back down here to take control of all of these other bits. And this one I'm going to send up north, I think. Try to take control of Hanoi and that region there, basically. Right, now these troops here. Okay. Cool. They're, as you can see, at the moment they're suffering because they just don't have enough supplies. And that will be alleviated once we actually take ownership of Saigon. It should be a relatively quick fix. There we go. Saigon is in our hands. That means now I can actually ship these guys over here into that port as well. It should be a relatively quick intercept, or a quick job to do. Again, as long as they don't get intercepted, that should be fine. Ooh, interesting. The French have got tanks here. That's something I didn't expect, but we are defending quite well against them, or from them. Alright, let's keep an eye on what's going on here. Ooh, more tanks. British Raj. Interesting. Didn't expect that again. Hopefully we'll be able to move in there before the actual French will be able to move their tanks in. Because of course at that point I will have the benefit of being in the defending party. Alright, let's move these troops into there as well to help defend. Oh, hold on, I'll stay here. cool. Cool. Let's move troops into there. Actually, maybe better yet, if I just set these guys here, to basically get rid of that order, of course. What orders does he still have? I don't know. Let's set a front line here. Perfect. And then we're basically going to use these troops, of course, to basically push forward. Offensive lines. Okay, so if we basically can do that, that'd be great. Let's execute. Still taking control of that section down here, but again, this is now becoming our territory, which is quite useful. Have they actually got any resources down here? There's rubber over there, which, okay, is interesting. Indonesian front. Why is that called the Indonesian front? A bit odd, but okay. Whatever works. Alright, we basically completed this bit of research here. That means we can now basically go for the armor breakthrough. Well, we don't really have much armor, do we? Right, we did have a message here saying we were struggling somewhere. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Let's have a look here already. Okay, we're doing okay-ish, I guess. More divisions are helping out now, which is great. Oops. Standing at 79% there, and these guys are really losing morale. That's good. As long as we can keep that up, that's great. You do see that our manpower is slowly on the rise because, of course, we were working on getting a higher percentage of our population to be actually within the armed forces. Alright. Okay, these troops here still are the same as before. Nothing's changed really. These guys are defending down here, which is fine. Let's assist in that attack, actually. Let's assist in this one here. Mostly German troops that we got attacking, but yeah. We don't just want to purely rely upon that. We'll also use some of the other forces here. Let's use these guys here to reinforce that attack there. At least they'll get a little bit of experience as opposed to just being trained. They'll be better than that. There's not that many enemy troops here. They're relatively under strength, as you can see already. This should be one as well, quite easily. So as you can see, we're pushing the Russians back. And we're in March at the moment. There's not much pushback happening here, it looks like, but still. Right, can we execute this? No, I don't have enough insight on the Black Sea. Interesting. So what can I do about that? Let's move this one. Can I rebase it? I should be able to. Sorry, I need to get, of course, my naval unit here. This one here. Can I rebase it to there? We do not have access to that region. Interesting. Why not? Oh, okay. Rebase him to here somewhere? I should be able to. Not that one. I need the other one really. This one. Alright, let's move over there. See what we can do in that region. As you can see, we were able to sink some more convoys, which of course is great. Being able to sink more convoys. Alright, we got some fresh ships, it looks like. Absolutely fresh. That was not going so well, so I'm just basically putting those back. Seeing here, it looks like that tank is withdrawing, and of course the rest is, yeah, we're still fighting here, but we're having decent luck here in terms of how we are doing. So still these three really are basically the ones that we're talking about, but that's fine. Alright, let's have a look. Marines down here. I'd love to be able to do an amphibious assault, but again, like I said, I need to have more support here. There are no units. Oh, no. What? Got no units assigned? Really? I'm pretty sure I did have a couple of these assigned. Let's assign them there then. Yep, 5 divisions. But again, they're facing the same issue as before. Let's try to push them back even further. Looks like the Germans are having a bit more luck down here now as well. Which of course is great to see. And them being our allies, so lots of results here. What's happening in terms of our production here? So we basically got factories that we're building still. Let's see, do I need to repair any factories? No, but there is a factory that needs to be weapons factory. At the moment I'm more concerned with the other types of factories that we have, which are the civilian factories. Alright. What's happening in this region of the world here? We're having a bit of luck here, that's good. Just attack them straight away. Helps me out of divisions there, which is good. There's an enemy airfield here, so once we actually are able to take ownership of that, that would of course help us quite tremendously. Charles Hunziger. Really? Hunziger? It kind of sounds more German as opposed to French, but okay. British Raj. Siam. Yeah, Siam is part of that. Okay. It says we're not winning or we're losing, but looking at their morale, I would say we're actually winning. I would say morale is an important factor here, but let's push that one in there. This one goes to there, that one goes to there. Yeah, so we're putting more troops on the line here, which will help quite nicely. Defending at the moment, looks like. Okay. I thought he was on the offensive at all. same division? Yeah, it is. So he's doing two things at the same time, which yeah, is fine. No big problem with that. Right. No, not big luck here yet. Where are they now? Over here. Okay. Good. It looks like we're at least pushing that line a lot further away from us here, which is useful to see. What's happening actually in terms of production here? Now we are producing tanks, as you can see. They're light tanks. So what kind of tanks are actually in these divisions here? Template, these are light tanks. Now we got 5 of them here, plus a lot of French ones. Ooh, captured French ones, interesting. So it looks like my own production is really, really low still, and it should be far, far higher probably. So I'm basically looking to increase that number. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Okay. Right. So once I actually break through here, if I break through here, when and if, that would be useful to see. Let's help out here, I think. As you can see now, we got some of the Dutch troops actually helping out here already. Of course, should mean that their experience level will climb. Here in the crossing. Some more Marines there. Is that snow or is it just rain? Well, it's probably rain, it being March, but yeah, you don't know. Actually, it's 2 degrees, so it could be a snowstorm. 4 degrees. Okay. Fair amount of troops here in the city of... What is this? The city of... It's in Baltic states. Leningrad is up there, so this is one of those other cities. Vidzima? I don't know. Okay. Anyways, we are actually helping out here in that crossing. At least I thought we were helping out, but it looks like we are actually doing the brunt of the fighting. So yeah, we're not going to carry on with that. We are going to basically help out purely upon that crossing there. Low morale for lots of those troops, so that's good. Should make it easier for us to cross. And again, our manpower numbers keep on rising, which is good. All thanks to, of course, that change in legislation that we basically implemented last time. Alright, these guys here. It does look like it, doesn't it? One thing I'm not sure about is why do you attack those fortifications? Just, yeah. Doesn't really work. I know most of these are actually German troops, but I assigned a couple of Dutch ones too here. Look at the equipment that they're using. It's such a mix, isn't it? It's not consistent at all, but yeah, I guess it's lots of captured equipment that we're basically using there. So yeah, in that sense, that makes... It kind of works, I guess, for us. There's more stuff there. Alright, let's see what we can do here. So in the meantime, we'll go back to Southeast Asia, where of course we were working on the conquest of some of this territory. I'm gonna try to basically clean this up a bit. keeping that unit there. Keeps it nice and stationary. The morale of that one is so low they'll basically withdraw in just a second, I guess. We're currently winning. Yes, of course we're winning. We're not doing so poorly here. Indian General. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce that, but okay. Right, just changing that slightly over there. They're attacking us here now. Just as far as I'm concerned, it's fine. But we're attacking them at the same time. I don't think they can actually move out whilst we are attacking them, so that should help us. This guy here, of course, I can actually set him to defend that territory here as well. So we should be able to send some troops over to help in that defense. Are we still training more of those troops? I think we should be. Yeah, there we go. A whole other batch of them. We're going to increase that another level. Right, let's... okay, these guys here are good. So let's actually deposit these already. Deposit, deploy. Alright, cool. Manpower's dropped a little bit because of that, because of course we do have to, yeah, second some of my own troops to actually help them out with that, but that's fine. Occupied territory here. I'm not going to release those nations. Protector, and that's a puppet. Okay. Interesting. We will be able to, of course, assign that to this theater here. Crossing is slowly improving there. At least the ooh, that is nice. Engineering company number 2. Now we are in 1942 already, so that's good. Let's first look at the actual equipment that we can actually go for here. We can actually upgrade our actual main weaponry. I'm going to go for that. Excavation will be finished in about 52 days, but also the new submarine class will be finished relatively quickly. Another, yeah, 50 days, so 2 days shorter than the other one. And once that's finished, we'll be able to, of course, deploy that. Sweet. Alright, let's see what we get here. Oh boy. Let's not do that. But let's actually go for this spot here. I'm not sure that's going to work, but we'll see. I've got a little bit of a shortage of troops, but luckily there are more troops coming in to help defend the borders here. I guess this should have drawn them away from the northern front, I would say. So that's now part of Japan. Okay. Having more luck here now, because there's more forces deployed. Let's see how we can help out there. Unread naval results. Okay, so we lost some convoys. That was a loss, but this should be a victory. That's the impression I'm getting here. Force are attacking from two edges. Right. Their morale is really, really low, so they should, in theory, of course, lose that fight. Kind of want to basically get that border stretched up to that point here. If I can defend along the line here, that'd be marvelous, but I'm not sure that's going to happen, so yeah. Need to hold the line as much as possible. Fall of Kiev. Good. So let's actually have a look at that. So Kiev. Is that here? Yes. So Kiev is now part of the German territory. Heavy fighting that went on there, which makes sense. Gosh, we're still working on basically that crossing here. It looks like they got fresher troops in there, at least in the meantime. Hopefully some of my reserves will be able to move in really quick. Right. There's a little bit of a pocket here. It's a tiny one. It's not Minsk is not a pocket fully as of yet, but it's getting to be a pocket. That's what I would say. Kind of hoped by the end of this episode to be able to say, well, we've taken this province finally. Because yeah, it's been an ongoing struggle for the last couple of game months. Anyways, what we're going to do, guys, we're going to basically save the game and we're going to call it a day. It's been a long episode. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, of course, we have got two fronts we're fighting on now. Of course, the Eastern Front here, as well as the Asian Front. And once we actually get some more troops here in Asia, that should help out quite nicely. Guys, in the meantime, thanks again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And we'll see you in the next one. In the meantime, take care.